Hi guys, hope you're all okay. This will be my Shadowcat video. What do I think of the Shadowcat? In brief, I think it's alright. It's not my favourite medium mech, light mech, what am I on about? But it's not the worst either. It has good speed. You can get a wide variety of weaponry on it should you wish to, I don't know, go for 3 different weapon types or whatever you wish to put on it. It can have ECM, which is a big plus point for it in my opinion. Jump jets, mask, so it's pretty damn manoeuvrable. It doesn't feel as robust, shall we say, as what I was used to it being in Mechwarrior 4, because I used it a lot in Mechwarrior 4 along with the Stormcrow. Of the two, I still prefer the Stormcrow just because I think you can do a little bit more with it. That said, I've not played anywhere near as many games in this as I have the Crow, so that might be skewing my opinion slightly. Gonna give it a couple of games just to see what you guys might think of it if you've not already got one of these. Like I say, with me having a big gap in playing the game, I am probably quite behind the times when it comes to what some of these mechs are capable of, loadout wise, etc. Because I know I'm essentially running a very similar build in this, if not identical build in this, to what I run on my Adder. Which feels a bit daft really, given as this is considerably, well, 10 tons I believe, heavier than the Adder. But I'm essentially just playing what I feel comfortable with at the moment, so that I can basically talk while I actually play. Because if we're trying to do anything too fancy, I'll be less than good. And I'm not great to start with, if we're honest, but you know, we do try. Right then, let's go and see what we can see. First things first, meet up with a bigger unit. Again, I've got ECM, so I want to try and mask as many people as I can, really. That is one of the major plus points of this chassis, in my opinion. It's quick, but doesn't feel fast. That sounds like a contradiction, but I can't think of a better way of putting it really. I don't know, I'm just not gelling with this mech as much as I'd like to have gelled with it. But then again, that might just be due to time away from the game, or the fact that I am not very familiar with this chassis. He's not having a lot of luck trying to get up there, is he? I'll talk about a lucky shot. And of course you get the obligatory person standing behind you and blocking you in. Not what you need in a chassis that already feels pretty fragile, if I'm honest. But then again, I dare say I'm not playing it to its strengths. And now I run the risk of overextending, so I'm going to just pull back a touch. Let's see what these guys can see. Oh, what a time to completely fluff a shot. Dear oh dear. It's a real pity that putting heat sinks in your legs doesn't make you cool quicker when studying water. I really liked that about earlier iterations of this game. Much cooler, literally. Gives me time to bleed off all my heat, which is nice. It's gone rather quiet round here. It suggests they've all run away. Yep, there they are. Oops. Overextended, but there you go. That'll teach me. Hopefully some of these guys might push through now. Take some of the heat off me, literally. Black Widow. It's a nice chassis. Somebody over there. There they are. Again, that gentleman was experienced clipping on this corner. I get that quite a bit when firing ballistics around corners. It's so frustrating. Right, they're doing okay around there. We'll keep them busy at this end. A lot are all bunching up, which is never clever. And that thing's shot to pieces. He's seen me now. My fault for standing too stationary. Centre torso, not bad, not bad. Let's see what we've got going on here. That's a lot of firepower for a Jaeger. Stood behind the Kodiak. He could really do with helping to push a bit with the Kodiak. They're really beaten up down there, which is why I overextended thinking I could get a kill. And he's in a... oh, but again he's possibly using one of the torsos, which would require him to end up like that, lose his half a torso, and obviously he's gone. I keep forgetting that because I'm so used to playing clan mechs. I see why he's hiding. Whatever it is over there's got Gauss. And someone's just killed themselves. That's not good. I'm assuming that was an overheat. Yeah, it was his. That's why he was hiding. Must have been packing an XL engine for the weight, but obviously death ensued. That thing was taking an absolute pounding. And so did he. One thing I don't like about winning the supply cache is you then have to spend money to get MC to actually open your supply cache. Quite frustrating. So yeah, I'll try another game. Hopefully we'll get a map where I can use a bit more of the verticality, a bit easier. And I'll try not to overextend. Which seems to be a habit of mine. I seem to forget that I'm not playing assault mechs all the time. But yeah, like I was saying, this chassis, it's good. But it's not my favourite medium. But I could see me using it a lot, simply because it's got the ECM. Now how much of a bonus that is to have to your team. I prefer it to the Nova. I don't like the Nova at all. I don't like the Ice Ferret either. So if I was to put this in a tier system, it would probably be Stormcrow at the top, and then below that it would be this and the Viper, because I think I might actually prefer the Viper to play, but wouldn't use it as much as this, simply because this has got the ECM, and in proper comp play I would probably take this with ECM and free up the tonnage that would be used were I to go for a Stormcrow, so that somebody else could take something bigger or that they were more comfortable in, because I think this is only 45 as opposed to 55 ton. So it's got that going for it. It just feels different. I think it's a safe way of putting it. I just don't feel as confident in this as I would have done the Mechwarrior 4 version of it. Not by a long shot. I believe this is one of the mechs that's getting nerfed as well in the upcoming patch. I think they're just changing a couple of things to do with the structure or the armour on it. They're not doing anything major to it, but given as it already feels a bit more like a tin can than an actual tanky type chassis, I can't say it's filling me with love. But it's nice to see it in game. It looks gorgeous. they've done a really good job of the art department. The art department have done a really good job of representing this chassis. In fact, I think they have on everything, to be honest. In between making the last video and this video, I thinned out my mechs even further. I've essentially gone down to keeping 2 of each chassis now that I don't need 3 because of the upcoming patch. And I have picked up 1 Knight GR, and I have picked up 1 Ebon Jaguar. Don't normally play heavies as a rule, but in the interests of wanting to have 1 of each of the clan mechs, well, at least 1 of each of the clan mechs, I picked 1 of them up each, and I'll be going for either laser builds or laser ballistic builds, and I will do videos on them. What I'm going to do with those though is I'm going to do videos of my first matches in them, so they might not be particularly good, but you will get my you will get my legit first impressions of both chassis, which should be fun, I hope. Right, what type of... oh, it's a capture point map, great. I see there being a fair bit of running around on this one. See if I can see anybody going over here. Not in that vision mode, I'm not. I might try and push through the tunnel and go around to their base, I think. I do like Mask. I do like it quite a bit. It's just going to take some getting used to on a mech that's already reasonably quick, to be honest. Let's go and see what I can see around here. I need to change the key bindings. I don't like where Mask is on the keyboard in relation to everything else as a standard. Looks like me and somebody else have both had the same idea. Never a bad thing. Yeah, I can see this end up being a workhorse style chassis for me. One that will get used in a lot of games, not because it's one I particularly massively enjoy, but simply because it's going to benefit the team. And it has the manoeuvrability with the jump jets, etc. I tell you what, if I could get ECM on the Viper or the Stormcrow, I think I would prefer those. I notice a lot of the build to this encompass missiles, which have never been a strong point for me, not playstyle wise, but simply because damage detection seems to be a bit furbar on them for me. Now again, I'm in danger of overextending here, like that. And that's going to chew me up because he's got nasty weapons. See what I mean about being fragile? And I think I might have taken a fair whack off my actual teammate then. So, as you can see, this mech is going to be one that I'm going to have to practice in. In all honesty, it feels more fragile than a light mech. And I'm not sure if that's just due to its physical size difference, or the fact it's not quite as quick at this point, because obviously I haven't basicked it or got its speed tweak enabled yet. Yeah, I think realistically for future matches that capturing points might be best left to lights. I don't think this particular chassis would be really up for it, but then to be fair, I did just get caught on my own by an Ebon Jaguar, and I think that was an Arctic Cheetah. The Arctic Cheetah was obviously set for killing lights, because that's quite a bit of firepower it was carrying there. All those small lasers, it's a nasty combination in short range. Not something you want to get caught by, which is why I use it on my Gladiator. Let's see what the others are doing. That's quite a nice combo he's got on there. But then again, I couldn't tell if his missiles actually hit. They seemed to hit, but did they hit? Is that cheeky little Arctic Cheetah again? Here he comes again. Oh, if he'd have got him with the Gauss rifles then that would have been comedy, and that was a good hit. You better move, because this guy will chew him up. And he wisely moves. Ooh. Ooh. Again, I can't tell if he's missing with the missiles or if they're just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Ooh. Mr. Centurion ran away quite sensibly. Ooh, in the back. Good shooting, that man. It's looking good for us so far, despite my lacklustre performance in that one, but at least it did help us capture a point which might end up in the end winning us a game. Objectives are always useful. Another solid hit. You got in with those ones. That thing's taken a pounding. He's so good with those Gausses. Mr. Arctic Cheetah very sensibly gets out of the way. Oh, we might lose this one after all. Need to cap another point, guys. But will they? He's going for this one. Ooh, this could get messy. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. And down he goes. Very, very good play by this Zap. Very impressed. More than makes up for my rather lacklustre performance, but you know, I did help us win, and a win's a win. So yeah, that is the Shadow Cat. Not bad, not bad. I need to adjust to play it, and I need to play it like a light, but not play it like a light, if that makes any sense. As in, don't be running off trying to cap things, at least not until I've got speed tweak on it, then reevaluate the situation. Glad I got them. ECM's going to be a big boost for the unit, especially as we tend to play short range games. So I think this mech will be best served as a satellite mech for a medium or assault or a heavy unit, and just basically long range poke with them, or be set for killing lights that come in close, not realising that you're sat with your lance and it's got to deal with 3 other mechs. Wouldn't recommend streaks still. Don't like streaks. I like streaks even less than normal SRMs, simply because if you encounter a couple of VCM mechs, you ain't hitting shit. As such, if you're going to go missile, I'd still recommend SRM over streak. But yeah, that is the Shadowcat. That is a mech that I need to do a lot of work on. And my next video is going to be the Viper. So thank you guys for watching and seeing my rubbish performance there, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye for now.